Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So today is our first all virtual learning day for Monday. These are going to continue through, I believe it's Thanksgiving break. So today, let's see, is my computer's going to want to move very slowly this morning. So it is Monday, like always, starting with our live reading Zoom, then going to break off into unique learning. We'll have that, and then we're going to do PCI, or extended content and standards, depending on the group you're in. I do want to click on this just to show you guys. I think I need to fix that link. So we have your PCI week of 9/14, because that is today's date. And then our group 2 extended content standards, they're starting Number the Stars. So if you're in that group, be excited about learning about that. And then for news to you, we have both group 1 and group 2. That's next on our agenda. And that is an article this week about the NFL, which started this weekend. And then at 10:20, Miss Bryson's going live with her math instruction, breaking off into unique learning. And then we have our Explore Math, which we have the week of 9/14. Then finishing off the day, we have our YouTube channel, watch our vocational video for the day, and then complete your daily exit ticket. If you have any questions, like always, let us know. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into our unique learning. Hopefully it's going to work. It's moving a little slow this morning. And so this week, or the next 2 days, we're going to be reading Chapter 5, Finding Information.
Now that you have your problem, the next step in your project is to do research, says Mr. Landry. Research means to find information about something using different sources. We can look in many different places for information such as books, websites, or videos. We can also ask people who may know more about the topic.
So if you remember in Chapter 4, it ended with the 2 groups finding their problem in the class dealing with safety. One group was talking about how cell phones were a distraction, and the other group decided that having items on the floor was not safe and that people could trip over them. And so now they have to do their research. So what is research? Research means to find information about something using different sources. So what are some resources that we could use? It says you could look at books, websites, videos. I know if I want to learn how to do something, I go to YouTube. To me, YouTube, you can find anything on there. Websites, so many different ways that we can find information now.
Mr. Landry tells the students about his problem. Talking in groups during class time or in a class meeting online is distracting. I have a book that talks about different classroom rules. I will look in the book to see if there are any ideas. Mr. Landry finds a few ideas in the book. He will use these ideas to make a rule about talking during class.
So in this example, Mr. Landry is getting information from a book. He found a book about classroom rules. So he'll read it and see if he can get any ideas from the book.
Now it is the students' turn to do some research on their problems. Carly and Kavan are trying to decide what to do about cell phones in class. They choose to look at videos on the computer to see if there are any ideas. One video shows students putting their phones on the wall. Another video shows students using their phones for work.
So Carly and Kavan, they're finding information by using the internet. And that's probably my go-to resource as well. So they're looking at websites and videos to see if they can get any ideas about how to use cell phones in class and when it's appropriate.
Carly and Kavan also want to talk to other people in the school. They talk to Ms. Donna. She thinks students should keep their phones in their backpacks and only use them when the teacher wants them to. Carly and Kavan did a lot of research. They have a lot of good ideas to help them make a rule.
So what was Miss Donna's suggestion? She thinks that students should keep their phones in their backpacks and only use them when the teacher wants them to.
Carly and Kavan work together. Carly thinks students should put their phones on the wall. Kavan does not like that idea. They will compromise. Students can keep their phones in their backpacks or pocket and only use them when they need them for their work.
So there's that word compromise again. So they kind of had different ideas about this and what they wanted students to do with their cell phones. So they kind of went together and they made a compromise, and they said students can keep their phones in their backpacks or pockets and only use them when they need them for work.
William and Amaya are doing research on keeping classrooms neat and organized. They get on a computer to look for different websites. There are many websites with ideas about how to organize a classroom. One website has students keep their stuff in their locker. Another website has students put them on the back of their chairs.
So what do William and Amaya use to find information? Where did they go? They went to the computer to look at different websites to see how other teachers keep their classroom organized.
William and Amaya do more research by talking to people. They decide to talk to Coach Box. Coach Box says he likes to have a place in the classroom set aside for everyone's backpacks and jackets that is out of the way.
So what does Coach Box do to keep his classroom neat and organized? It says he likes to have a place in the classroom set aside for everyone's backpacks and jackets. And that's kind of how me and Miss Bryson both do it. We have a specific place for all of your stuff that you bring from home.
Amaya and William have lots of good ideas from their research. They must now work together to compromise on a rule that will solve the problem. They decide that students may need their backpacks in class. William and Amaya decide that the students should put their backpacks on their chairs.
So what did William and Amaya decide would be their rule on how to solve the problem? So they decided that the students should put their backpacks on their chairs. And that way, if they need it, it's close to them, they can get into it, but it's still safe and out of the way.
Each group did a lot of research. Their research gave them ideas about how to solve their problem. They will use these ideas to make their own rules for the classroom. They will tell the rest of the class what they learned.
Alrighty, so that is our chapter for the day. So like I said, when we get off here, we're going to move on and go to unique learning. Make sure you do your PCI or extended content standards, and then your news to you assignment. And then we'll see you back at 10:20 for a live math instruction. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. See you later.